Good morning, everyone!
Hello, hello. It's a brand new day, a brand new weekend. It is Christmas week. If you haven't shopped yet, huli na po. But all joking aside, let's get you up to speed with some news that you could use right now.
Rise and shine, beautiful people. I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. Christmas Day is almost here. We are bringing happiness and cheer along with inspiration, good vibes, and great energy.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. Your mornings are more fun with us. Join us in the next hour for stories and conversations that matter. I finished my Christmas, guys, my Christmas shopping. So I'm so proud of myself.
Same.
This past weekend,
Yeah.
I made it a point. That was my only free time. So Saturday, I was like, okay, Christmas shopping,
Yeah,
done.
I got majority of mine done early, so I spent the weekend just getting more, catching up on sleep. So that was nice.
Lucky
And then the
I
nice
know.
thing is right now is that parang no one's in Manila anymore.
No, everybody was
Like,
in Manila.
the traffic was not bad at all. I could go from the south to Quezon City, which I did a couple of times in like 40 minutes.
I don't know what time
No,
you
know
left.
what?
There was no traffic.
I think it's because most
Holidays.
cars are already parked in the malls.
yeah,
That
they were all
and
in
From
the mall.
opening to
No,
closing.
that and the fact that because it was a holiday last Friday, a lot of people are already out of town.
Oh
Out
yeah,
of
everybody
town,
went.
yeah.
Yeah, so the volume is actually
Long
not so
week.
bad now. So even like for the PBA games that I actually went to, traffic was not bad.
That's
Okay.
actually the
It was
only
not
good thing
great,
about
yeah.
working during the holidays. The traffic
Yeah.
is there's
Kahit-
none,
kahit
so it's so
Pasko, you know,
nice.
It gets
kahit
lighter
Pasko.
and lighter.
Yeah. Which is, not a
But
problem.
the malls are crazy.
Yeah, the malls are crazy. I got so hilo when I was shopping.
You see,
I said,
this
"There's
is
so many
the reason
people."
why I did it way before. I mean, like, I
Yeah,
didn't want to
lucky
go the
you.
rush.
We
Yeah.
haven't had time. Anne and I
Yeah,
literally been working
yeah.
every day, so we haven't had
I mean, like, we have the
Plus,
same
you got
times,
some of your
but-
gifts online, so that's a smart move.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like, in the age of where everything's on your phones, why not, right?
Yeah.
So let's see, though. You know what? We were talking a bit about the traffic and the road situations. I'm not quite sure how they're like right now, but I think Mo, we may have a bit of issue with the pumps,
kind
or
of.
do we?
Let's see. We have a bit of bad news coming into Christmas week because y'all better gas up now. Fuel prices are expected to increase in time for Christmas. Industry sources say diesel prices will go up between 1 peso and 20 centavos per liter and 1 peso and 40 centavos a liter. Gasoline prices also increasing by 40 centavos to 60 centavos a liter. Last week, both gasoline and diesel prices went up by 80 centavos per liter. The Energy Department says.
Now, on to our weather report. Some parts of the country can expect rains for today. Now, Pag-asa says that parts of the Visayas and Mindanao will be rainy because of the trough or extension of a low-pressure area that's outside the country's weather monitoring area. Now, state forecasters say the LPA no longer affects the country as it heads to Vietnam. Some parts of Luzon, like the Bicol region, Mimaropa, and Calabarzon, will likewise experience rains because of the shear line. Now, areas like Metro Manila, Bulacan, and those areas can expect cloudy skies with some isolated light rains, while the sunset today will be at 5:33 p.m.
Over 400,000 families have now been validated to benefit from the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program, or 4Ps. That's according to the Social Welfare Department, or DSWD. Under the government's flagship anti-poverty program, registered beneficiaries will get monthly cash grant of 1,600 pesos for education and 750 pesos for health. But beneficiaries need to ensure their children are going to school as well as getting their regular checkups.
Good news for Filipinos looking to work abroad because the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is looking for skilled workers in preparation for the World Cup 2030. The projects include rail and line constructions at the Red Sea. President Bongbong Marcos told his Saudi Arabian counterpart he will try to send workers despite the high demand for Filipino workforce. The president and the ambassador also reiterated their good relations during the latter's visit to Malacanang. Filipinos have always played a big role in the development of Saudi Arabia over the past 40 years. There are about 1 million overseas Filipino workers in Saudi Arabia now.
State volcanologists are keeping tabs on Mount Canlaon. Vivoc says the volcano has emitted over 7,000 tons of sulfur dioxide, along with 8 volcanic earthquakes. The volcano remains under alert level 3, meaning a dangerous eruption remains possible. Authorities also says it may expand the danger zone to 10 kilometers due to the lahar flow. President Marcos has shelled out 60 million pesos worth of aid, which will be split between Canlaon City and Negros Oriental Province.
For the first time, the First family gives the public a glimpse of what they have been through amid recent controversies. On a social media post, First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos thanked their loyalists for support during what she calls the president's lowest point. The first couple and House Speaker Romualdez received a death threat from Vice President Sara Duterte before it swiveled into more tirades between the two camps. The First Lady says they are forever thankful for those who stuck with them during these times.
Now, over in sports, a grand out win for Eastern before going on a Christmas break in the PBA Commissioner's Cup. The guest team from Hong Kong edges out the San Miguel Beermen last night in overtime at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig 99-91. Glenn Yang caught fire in the extra period, including the dagger 3 that sealed the deal for Eastern. The Hong Kong-based squad improves their record to 6 wins and 2 losses. And in boxing, Alexander Usyk remains undefeated and the sport's undisputed heavyweight king. The Ukrainian fighter defeated Britain's Tyson Fury in Saudi Arabia to retain his WBA Super, WBO, and WBC heavyweight titles. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky lauded Usyk on the social media, saying his victory is a morale booster amid the country's war against Russia.
In entertainment, Gary Valenciano proves why he's called Mr. Pure Energy for a reason. The OPM icon powered through in the second night of his One Last Time concert Sunday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Valenciano had to cut short the opening night of his concert last Friday because of health concerns. Gary V saving the best for last in day 2 as he brought along SB19 for a performance of their mega hit Gento. Valenciano's 2-night concert was part of his 40th anniversary celebration in the music industry.
Alam mo, Mr. Pure Energy, Gary V, dancing to Gento of SB19 at the same time, I am sure brings the generations together.
Yes,
Kasi grabe.
yes.
And it's funny how it's called One Last Time because I have a feeling it's not going to be the last time for Gary V.
It won't, yes. He still has the energy for it. But it's really amazing because some of my friends attended the first concert, the Friday night concert, and after 6 or 7 songs, he had to cut it short because he really wasn't feeling well.
He was throwing up, right?
He was throwing up.
Yeah.
He was suffering from dehydration, so he really couldn't finish the whole show. But he apologized. He gave out a message before he ended the concert, and my friends were saying they totally understood.
Yeah.
Even if they had to cut the concert short, they still had a great time. And they really felt the sincerity of Gary V, that he really wanted to push through and finish the whole show, but he just couldn't.
Very professional.
Very
indeed.
professional.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
you weren't there.
I wasn't able to get tickets. It's so hard to get tickets.
Well, I'm
to
sure
that
he's
show.
gonna do the first night again because he cut it short, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're gonna do
Pasko na, wala
No, but-
pang libreng ticket si Anne. Okay?
Okay lang.
2025 na wala pa.
No, but really, for artists like Gary V, I really pay. I'm willing to pay. But he gave his all during the second night, which was fantastic. I'm so pissed that I missed it. But yeah,
One of these days.
I
Gary V.
know.
You know, just Gary V's a class act. I've worked with him once or twice for a brand, and just talking to him again. It's unfortunate that a lot of it was via Zoom back
Right.
then during the times of the pandemic. But then, just talking to him, just seeing how timeless he is, it
Yeah.
really is
Yeah.
something. I mean, like, I'm really sad that Mo didn't grow up to Gary V.
But I do know who he is.
And
he
you know most of
literally-
his songs, right?
I don't know
Come on,
some of his
let's not put
songs. I know
Mo
his
through that.
covers. I know. I was like, don't put me on the spot. But he hasn't aged.
He has not.
The
He has
guy
not
looks
at
good.
all.
I was like, I need to know his secret too.
Yeah, I know, and the way he moves is still the
Yeah.
same.
And
I mean, like Mr. Pure
what I
Energy
like
pa rin.
about Mr. Gary V is he puts the same energy when he does a concert, when he does something on the side. Like I used to host like Tony and Guy Christmas parties, and he would perform there. And that's just a Christmas party, but it was like watching a concert.
Yeah, he seems like a really
No,
chill
my
guy.
favorite Gary Vee performance, I don't think you would remember this. He sang Our Father sa wedding ng
Oh my
wedding ng
goodness!
tito ko.
I was like,
Sobrang nakalimutan ko yung, I forgot everything about the wedding. I was just like, uy, si Gary Vee. Nag-aama namin, ang galing.
Oh, I know which Gary Vee song now I know.
Warriors of
Are
Zion.
you ready? Somewhere down the road.
I know he did a
that
cover of it.
one.
Yeah, he did a cover. Yeah.
Sing it.
No, I'm not gonna. It's too early.
Yeah. But then no, you should go through his discography and
Yeah.
hopefully you get to see him live sometime soon.
I will, one of these days. Well, in the meantime, we have some kind of unprofessionalism here because celebrity photographer BJ Pascual and R&B singer Denise Julia are actually trending on social media over a last-minute cancellation issue. On a podcast with Killa Kush, Pascual shares Denise's team canceled a few hours before their album cover shoot, something he found very unprofessional considering it was a pro bono project. Pascual adds he needed to shell out money to handle cancellation costs.
Yes.
Girl, you're booking like the best in the industry. Like, hindi to eme-emeng shoot.
No.
Okay? Ayun, ayaw nilang ituloy. Ayaw magbayad.
Oh my gosh.
I never heard from her.
After that, no thank you, no.
No thank you, no sorry, no anything. So that was honestly the worst I've experienced in this career. Because
Okay.
number one, it was rude and it was financially draining. Nakakahiya
Yes.
sa lahat nung inabala ko.
Amid the controversy, Denise Julia announced a social media break to, quote, detox from the digital world until next year. Her management is yet to respond or has yet to respond to these allegations.
Yeah, you know that's a bit difficult, especially if it's pro bono work.
Yeah.
That's why typically, kahit kaibigan, there has to be a bit of
Boundaries set.
no, not just a bit of boundaries, but then maybe a bit of exchange, like kahit honorarium, just simply because it's a bit more difficult to hold someone to.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's I don't know how to explain
Yeah,
it because especially if it's a service, like for example, a creative service.
Right.
Because it's so easy for some people to do it pro bono, but it affects. It's at the same time no one's beholden to anything.
Yeah,
at the
like,
same
I
time.
mean, for me, if she canceled last minute, she should also, offer to pay for the cancellation fees.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
shoots, I know, that costs money. The
Yeah.
rent, the lights, the makeup, the hair, everything. So if you're going to cancel last minute, if it's really an emergency, I feel like you should shoulder the expenses and
Yeah.
not just say, okay, I'm
Yes,
canceling.
yes.
Like, that's it, and leave them hanging.
Or
Yeah.
at least apologize for not showing up. Right?
Yeah, because time is money as well.
Yes,
Exactly.
Because
that's
so
true.
if you book something, you're not allowing any other potential client to come.
don't
in
double
to-
book.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
don't
So,
double book,
so
yeah.
that way, I mean, like it's a lost opportunity. So whatever mileage a person X might have gotten from Y job. Wala na rin, right? So especially if that's the case, but I don't know. That's my opinion on that. Especially with the creatives in general,
Yeah.
syempre
Yeah.
nahihirapan sila, no?
Yeah.
For those minsan I don't know what the right term is. Taken for granted yung
Yeah,
mga
no, sometimes,
creatives. Yeah.
especially if you do things for free, like you said, like the mga
Yeah.
pro bonos, and
Yeah.
if they're your friends, I feel like even more you should feel like you should help them out, right?
Exactly.
In other aspects.
Yeah.
If you can't pay, then like just help them out in other aspects. But here up none.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so we got a lot more to talk about here because up next we have a hiker who's climbed over 30 mountains across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Joining us later on the show to tell us about his adventures and the beauty and magic of our mountain ranges. And go away, it's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Two reasons why. I think the first one is I come from a rice farming background in Ilocos Norte. I have relatives that does rice farming and really saw the complexities that they saw every single day. And second is really my immersion in Singapore. Earlier this year, I went to Singapore and I interned for a startup that helped shrimp farmers manage the risks of disease testing in Vietnam. So having to understand that risks is the biggest, most vulnerable factors that affect farming, I tried to apply that in the Philippines and AgriConnect came to be.
Magandang araw, Pilipinas!
Sa bawat issue may iba't ibang anggulo.
Sa bawat storya, may iba't ibang kwento.
Himayin natin ang bawat sulok at bawat kanto mula sa iba't ibang perspektibo na madaling maintindihan ng karaniwang mamamayan.
Every Saturday lang kami 10 to 11:30 a.m. Kaya huwag kayong papahuli, mga kababayan. Manatiling may pakialam sa mga issue sa ating bansa kung kaya samahan niyo kami. Dito lang sa Cuatro Cantos!
And it's looking very soft. Hello, Lenny. He's woken up specially for you. Find a special place for
Go to this one here.
Very good. Very good.
So, very happy Christmas. Happy. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, some people call it penance, others just a hobby. Now, for this outdoor enthusiast, hiking gives him adventures that made him come back for more and more and more and more. Our guest this morning has climbed ranges across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, including our tallest mountains. He's also a member of the Wilderness Search and Rescue Philippines. It's a beautiful day. Rich Santos, thanks for joining us.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, guys.
All right, Rich, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Alam ko medyo patag dito. It's not really your scene. But of course, when you talk about hiking, siguro paano ka nagsimula? What was the reason why you caught the bug, which was hiking?
I started hiking in Cebu because I lived there for about 17 years. And then ever since maliit pa ako, no, I was a little boy. I was curious about the mountains. Ano yung meron, ano yung view kapag nasa taas ka na, and what you get to experience. More of curiosity. And then when I started, ayun siya, it became a challenge for me na akitin yung as much mountains as I can. So that's where and when I started.
So can you count now how many mountains you've climbed here in the Philippines?
I roughly about more or less 30.
30, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Including some not tall ones.
Not tall
Okay,
ones. Yung
okay.
mga borderline mountain na siya. Or,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Baby hills.
Baby
yes, correct.
No, pero when you talk about the difficulty, kasi there are different, difficulty levels for each of them.
Correct.
Are there any mountains that you've gone through that medyo nagulat ka that it's a lot harder than people realize it was, kahit hindi siya gaano kataas?
Yes, surprisingly, it's not about the height of the mountain. May mga mountains na nasa 1,200, pero the difficulty is very, very difficult. Those are the ones that are unexplored. Most of the ones that are medyo madali lang, medyo ano na siya, commercialized.
Touristy na.
Touristy. The trails are established. The ones that are not explored yet, yun mahirap. Medyo, you're gonna
Do we
do some
still have
bushcrafting.
unexplored mountains?
There are a lot.
Ooh,
Yes.
interesting.
And those are the ones that we like to climb. Medyo challenging siya.
The unexplored
Yes.
ones. Actually, I've climbed before in Palawan. I don't know the name of the mountain. Like you said, it's unexplored. But we had to cross 10 different rivers, and it was the most fun I've ever had. But I wish I knew the name of that mountain. And there were goats, cows, chickens. It was super fun. But for you, what has been your most memorable? So that's my most memorable hiking experience. What about for you?
The one in Mindoro, it's like Halcon, Mount Saldang. When you get to the top, the summit, yung view niya, Sea of Clouds, as in,
Oh, really? A sea of clouds?
parang nandyan lang siya.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
It's really, really, really nice. Parang kang nasa heaven.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you don't want to go back.
Right.
Parang,
So parang
dito
sa
na lang
heaven
ako.
ka nga talaga.
Yes.
Oo.
Rich, you were saying may ibang mountains na mahirap, challenging. What are the usual challenges that you face when you go hiking?
The difficulty of the trail is number one. Kasi since unexplored, so you get to create your own trail.
Okay.
As in bushwhacking, so you have to cut some branches.
Buti hindi kayo naliligaw or something.
Naliligaw.
It's easy to
I'm
get
sure, I'm
lost,
sure
no?
naliligaw.
Naliligaw
Oo.
din.
Oh,
but
that's scary.
We check the map.
Okay.
Tapos and the bearings and all. So we should be heading that way, not
Okay.
this way. Parang ganun. So,
Well, there, like they're showing on the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. I mean, like, of course, you can catch his content, by the way, online. We'll get to that later. Pero syempre, you know, you talk about the fact that it's uncharted and you're part of Wilderness Search and Rescue as well. I mean, how big is the community for this? And of course, gaano ka-importante yung trabaho ninyo with Wilderness Search and Rescue?
so Wilderness Search and Rescue Philippines or WISAR Philippines, it's not really a job. It's an organization wherein we are volunteers. Volunteerism, humanitarian reasons. It was established by Dr. Ted Esguerra, part of the Everest expedition team. So he created or he founded it to help the outdoorsmen, integrating yung medical pang-rescue. And then at the same time, yung vision din niya is to help yung parang getting ready for the magnitude 7.2 earthquake, the big one. So yun yung pinopromote niya. That's one of the reasons why he founded WISAR Philippines. So kapag ka may mga typhoons and all that, tinatawag kami, nagvo-volunteer kami. It's not, we're not paid. Parang it's more of like, we want to
Advocacy
help.
talaga.
Yes.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
And of course, when you do that, I mean, like we also talk about yung community and the fact that ayun, uncharted yung mga pinupuntahan ninyo. Is there how many people actually do that? And of course, what's your recommendations for those who want to? Okay, so may mga popular talaga na hiking trails, but then those who want to siguro have that sense of adventure that you have, ano yung advice mo sa mga gustong, I guess, to dive into the unknown?
expect the unexpected. And then, if you're a beginner, do some research about the mountain first before you start climbing. Preparations, the gears. Syempre, dapat medyo physically fit ka. Kung if depende kasi, if it's really in you, you would really start to explore mountains.
Yeah.
For us, mas maganda unexplored because you get to really experience the raw beauty of the mountain.
Okay.
As in bare, raw, virgin forest and all that,
Yeah.
compared to those that are medyo touristy na.
Yeah.
You get to really push yourself to the limits out of your comfort zone. And from there, you probably would grow as a person.
Yeah.
You learn from your experiences there. Taking things for granted, the ones that are here, like clean water, food,
Yeah.
the comfort of a nice bed when you sleep. Tapos yung we get to experience na hindi ka maliligo for how many days because you're in the mountain.
How long, how many days normally yung mga unexplored hikes mo?
The longest one was about 4 days.
4 days.
4 days
4
straight?
days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tapos it was supposedly just an overnight adventure.
Overnight tapos naging 4
Naging
days.
4 days. Kasi naligaw kami.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! Ayun
So,
na.
walang signal doon.
Wala.
Oh my goodness. So wait, so 4 days na wala ka. Can you tell us a bit? Okay, when we're talking about yung mga memorable moments mo, siguro memorable to eh.
Yes,
So,
yes.
how did you survive yung 4 days na yun? Ilan kayo? Can you tell us a bit more about that trip?
We were about 10. It was a team of 10. Tapos
10 naman nung lumabas kayo, like after.
Yes,
Okay,
kompleto.
just making sure.
Pa rin kayo.
Just making sure. Oo.
And then may guide kami, local guides from the local tribe. I think there were 4 guides.
Which mountain was this, by the way?
Somewhere in Aurora.
Okay.
Marie Aurora.
Oh, wow, okay.
Mount Kedangat.
Okay.
Okay.
So, medyo unexplored siya. the guides themselves were not familiar anymore sa trail.
Wow.
Oh, scary.
So they're not guides anymore.
They're lost like you.
I believe you were guiding the guides.
The lost
Yes,
boys.
kasi meron kami
Hindi na
map.
sila guys na lang sila.
Dapat dito tayo, parang gano'n. No? So, overnight lang siya. So, since naliligaw nga kami, kasi unexplored, so we have to really explore the mountain and then find a trail. Tapos, na-extend siya na na-extend. Yung food namin, as in, wala na.
Oh no.
Buti may guide, so they helped us find some local foods. Pumuputo na siya ng bamboo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yung mga tubig namin, tas umuulan pa. So it was really, really a memorable experience for us.
Parang Survivor, no?
Masarap yung feeling pag nakalabas ka na ulit, nakabalik ka na ulit.
I
could
bet.
imagine, oh.
I bet
Yes,
the relief, no? Para finally finding your way out of the...
Yes, so-
Yeah.
Could you give us a ratio of fear to excitement during that time?
10 being the highest, probably 10.
10 yung
Can
fear?
you fear?
Yung fear, it was not about fear. Kasi medyo sanay na kami. Pero for beginners, siguro medyo, it's quite overwhelming.
So experience yung
Oh my
grupo ninyo,
goodness.
walang baguhan.
Wala naman.
Wala,
Pero
okay.
syempre, we have different paces.
Right,
May
yes,
mabagal,
yes.
may mabilis. So ganun siya.
I would have freaked out if I were in that
Same.
group. That would have been me like, oh
4
my God,
days.
get me out of here. But
4 days.
sir, you mentioned earlier, when you're hiking, you learn a lot of life lessons. Has there been one in particular where you learned something about life for yourself?
Yeah. There's one, yung, if you really want something, despite whatever, gagawin mo lahat yung makakaya mo, or especially when going to the mountains,
Yeah.
Right.
yung sa summit. So it's you against yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So, ganun siya.
Pero-
It's mind over matter.
Always. That's a good training.
Iba yung want something mo eh. Yung want something mo, I want to survive eh.
Yeah,
So,
it's different
ibang
level.
level talaga yun eh.
Level. And we were looking at the photos that were being flashed on screen, and one of the mountains that you've climbed is the tallest mountain in the
Yeah.
country, Mount Apo. What was that like? And how long was the hike
Feeling
there?
ko madali na to para sa iyo eh kasi medyo commercial na rin
Yeah.
yun eh.
Oh,
no?
yeah.
It was not that easy.
Okay, yeah.
It's still challenging. It was fun. That was just recent, mga 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
It took us about 3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
Is that the normal time if you want to hike Mount Apo, normally 3 days?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So there.
Wow.
Parang siguro dito hindi na kayo nawala.
Hindi na
kasi
kasi
all paved.
Yes.
sobrang
Essentially.
touristy na siya.
Okay,
Sobrang
okay.
established na yung trail.
So, sir, for our viewers naman who are watching and they want to start hiking, can you give me a top 2 list of not commercialized and commercialized mountains that they should try?
Top 3.
Sige, top three.
Top 2
Sige.
is weird. Top 2 is weird.
Top
Okay.
3
I like
commercialized.
I like
Three.
even numbers.
Top
Okay,
four.
sige. Top 4. Okay, top 3 na lang. Har, nalito pa. Top 3, let's do commercialized first.
Okay.
For beginners.
You could do Mount Apo. You could
Mount
do
Apo.
Mount Pulag.
Okay.
Pulag, yeah.
Mount Pulag is the
yeah,
top
Pulag,
3
yes.
highest
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Yes,
Philippines.
yes.
Then one more.
Probably one more, siguro, Halcon. It's not that commercialized, pero it's really, really beautiful.
Ooh, okay, Anne, let's go.
Yeah,
Her face.
right? After,
no.
no, I'm okay with it. After Masugi, that's gonna be our next stop.
I know, right? Now, what about your top 3 non-commercialized ones?
The ones in
for
Mari-
beginners, huh?
For beginners?
Yes, for viewers
May
who want to start
beginner ba?
hiking.
Pang beginner ba na
Usually-
Uncharted?
Usually wala for non-commercialized because it's more of bushcrafting. You get
Oh,
to,
so you don't recommend
So
Yes.
intermediate.
that for beginners.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay. So hindi tayo pwede dun mo.
No, it's okay. Baka if Sir Rich is there, we can go.
Okay.
I'm down for an adventure.
I'll be waiting at the end.
I'll wait with you, Pao.
No, we're good.
Wow, I
We're good.
actually love hiking, so I'm so down.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's part of your background then. But then, Sir Rich, you look at this being a hobby and this being a big part of your life. Just how much more did you become siguro sort of an environmentalist, seeing all these virgin forests and seeing all of this beauty? Because I'm sure that you've seen the nature in the Philippines to a different level than siguro majority of the Filipinos have had.
Yeah.
in terms of yung sa environmentalism. It's sad because even the tallest ones, even the beautiful ones, may makikita kang mga candy wrapper.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Hindi na siya ganun kalinis.
Yeah.
So as a responsible mountaineer, especially sa community, we promote that. Do not throw your trash. Kasi what we do is, kung ano yung basura na dinala mo sa taas, you should bring it down with you. Pagbaba mo ulit. Don't leave anything there. Unfortunately, meron pa rin
Oh, that's sad.
sa trail, you'd see some candy wrappers.
Yeah.
So it's just sad.
Is that why you prefer yung mga virgin forests para less ano?
Yes, for me personally, mas prefer ko yung mga ganun kasi konti lang yung tao. It's not touristy. And iba yung experience, iba yung fulfillment when you get to explore those mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we had more time though.
Yes.
'Cause, we need to cut you off now, Sir Rich, because we need to do more news. But we appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming. For our viewers who have more questions, like myself, where can they find you?
Sa mountains.
Sa mountain.
Sa bundok.
Ako, bye, Paolo.
Ang hirap
Pero sa
naman
social
hanapin.
media.
I said, okay.
Rich, yung madali lang kung saan ka pwedeng
Yeah, are you on
hanapin. Huwag
social
sa mountain.
media?
I have my Facebook account.
Okay.
It's Bundok at Bisikleta. That's the name of the account. So
Okay.
you can just check the content there. If you want to do some climbing, you can just message me or
Absolutely. Looks like
Perfect.
Mo will.
We will be messaging you. Me, Anne, and
Yes,
Pao. That's going to be
definitely.
a new segment sa show.
Watch
Uncharted
one of the
territory.
hosts
Hiking.
disappear for
I
4
know.
days.
I mean, now we're gonna
I
go
would
live
mind it.
while climbing. Kasama natin yung mga cameraman. Oh. Okay.
No.
G ba kayo?
Yeah, G,
Parang
diba
hindi
sila?
ata.
Their
Hindi
face
ata
like
sa
no.
They
lahat.
said yes.
Well, thank you so much, Sir Rich Santos. Thanks for coming.
Thanks-
And we will
thanks
see
as
you
well.
in the mountains soon.
yeah, sure.
Well, when we return, guys, find out the extended train schedule during the holidays. That story and more after the break. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
And welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now let's talk some serious business first. The House Quad Committee will push through with its contempt order and arrest warrant against former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque and his wife. Surigao del Norte Representative Ace Barbers says that they want Roque and his wife to face the music. This comes after reports that the contempt order against the couple was waived. The Roque couple are reported to be in the United Arab Emirates. The former presidential spokesperson and had notarized his counter affidavit there over his involvement in the Pogo operation of Lucky South 99 in Pampanga.
The Philippine National Police says they've confiscated over 20 billion pesos worth of illegal drugs in the year 2024. That's from January 1 to December 15 across 46,000 anti-drug operations nationwide. According to PNP Chief General Romel Marbil, the figure is 101% more than the amount confiscated in 2023. With this, more than 57,000 people were arrested. The confiscated drugs included meth, marijuana, ecstasy, cocaine, ketamine, and kush.
A lawmaker urges the Transportation Department to extend the operations of major train lines at night. Representative Percy Sandanya says the extended operations of LRT 1 and 2, as well as MRT 3, should not only take place during Christmas. Sandanya also pointed out that other major Asian cities have extended train operations until midnight. The lawmaker also urged the department to listen to affected commuters, such as the BPO and night shift workers. The DOTR has earlier rejected calls to extend train operating hours amid Metro Manila's worsening traffic situation.
Sports again, UP Fighting Maroon star Francis Lopez reveals his early Christmas gift that is fit for a champion. The UAP men's basketball champion showed off his brand new Ferrari on social media. Francis captioned his post with, quote, "Early Christmas gift, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year, everyone." Lopez was a key factor for UP's championship campaign in season 87, fired a clutch triple in Game 3 against Asal, which ultimately helped the Fighting Maroons reclaim the crown in the finals.
Now, in other news, a 90-year-old grandma from Taiwan proves it's never too late to become a weightlifting champion. Cheng Chen Chin Mai lifted 35 kilos of barbell with her children, grandkids, and great-grandchildren in attendance. She even lifted 45 kilos in a competition for persons aged 70 and above. The 90-year-old Lola took up the sport last year at the urging of her grandchildren after she was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. This is exactly,
amazing.
this is exactly what I want to be when I become a Lola.
A weightlifter?
Actually, yes. Like,
really?
I want to be like super fit with all the muscles there, like almost zero visceral fat. I want to be like that. That's my
I
goal.
can't wait to see you when you're a Lola.
It's funny because weightlifters are not, how do I say this? They can lift heavy, but they don't look aesthetically muscular. All the time because of the mass that they carry,
Yes,
right?
yes.
They're in for power, and it's good to see that she was urged to take up weightlifting because of
that.
Parkinson's.
Right.
Yeah, yes.
Such
Yeah.
a great way to overcome
And look
the
how
situation.
straight she stands, even at her age, right? Because usually they're bent over already, but
Right.
because of all that exercise, her posture is still great.
So
I
to
want
our
to be like that.
viewers,
That's going to
like
be our
myself, who wants to start working out, it's never too late because if Lola can do it, we can do it.
Yeah, we can wait till we're 90.
Gosh. No, I don't want to wait till I'm 90.
I think it all
I'll be
starts
obese
at,
by
at
then.
an earlier age. And look at that, she's so happy.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
And that's totally you in like,
I know.
what, like 50 years?
I'm gonna be Lola Anne.
Anne
Building all the...
Lola.
Kaya ko kayong buhatin ni Pao. Like,
Yeah, let's
like
not try that.
I was gonna say, okay, pwede. Let's try.
No, but yeah, I mean, like, look, it's great inspiration, especially for those who are relatively older, and of course for
Yes.
those with elder relatives. Maybe this is a sign that you can get them to try something different to stay healthier, because
Yes.
Right.
that is going to be something to consider as well. But of course, bone health matters, nutrition matters.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you have to take care of, so you'll be able to do things like that too.
But it's the holiday season, so we're not worried about that just now. Because when It's a Beautiful Day returns, get to know the real-life Christmas elf in Italy. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is The Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views.
I'm Anton Rojas.
UP crushes LaSalle to seize UAP basketball supremacy. NU dethrones UST to reclaim women's basketball glory. The Pinoy powerhouse squad topped and crushed the competition in Mobile Legends Bang Bang Esports. The Bucks take down the Thunder in the NBA Cup victory. The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, on the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Ciao, mabuhay. You are watching The Word Exposed.
Prepare our hearts as we dive deeper into our faith and receive the strength from God's Word. Join Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as he shares the reflection we need for the rest of the week.
We pray that the Word of God would find fulfillment in your life and His blessings be always upon you.
Every Sunday, 7 a.m., with replays at 3 p.m.
Hello and welcome welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, many of our kababayans trooped to Quiapo over the weekend to get their hands on a popular brand of hamon or Christmas ham. Despite this, owners of the popular Excelente ham noted a decrease in buyers compared to last year. Prices of the popular Christmas staple increased by 1,860 a kilo from 700 pesos a kilo. The hamon is a Noche Buena centerpiece, usually used as a palaman for breads or as a finger food for queso de bola and wine. I love ham.
Christmas ham is my favorite, and I've been eating it
Yes.
already with pandesal.
Same.
My Lola recooks ham, and then she puts, like, you know, the sweet pineapple brown
Yeah.
sugar sauce.
Yes.
So I put that sauce and mix it with mayonnaise in pandesal with the ham. Y'all, oh my God. And it's not like the big pandesal, the mini sweet ones.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So good. I'm
I
looking
eat
like
that.
a pandesal already.
I eat the ham, slices of ham with queso de bola.
Ah, yeah, queso
de
bola is
Yeah,
so
so good.
We're also at a point wherein I've received a couple of giveaways of ham already. So
I love
you're
getting
like,
ham as
I love getting
presents.
ham too.
Because
So,
it's so
sobrang dami.
expensive. Kaya
It
ang
is.
saya when you get ham, no?
And
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
this season, it's so hard to get ham na din everywhere. I
Yeah.
feel like it's sold out.
Yeah, I mean, like, but then, why not? I mean, queso de
That-
bola
it's
also.
making me hungry.
I mean, like, yeah, malapit na mag Noche Buena. I mean, like, it's also interesting that there's less sales this time for
Actually,
Excellent
yeah.
Ham, right?
Maybe because there are so many options now, different brands, and sometimes you can get online.
Or it
so
got
it's so easy.
expensive. Everything got expensive.
Yeah, true.
Inflation is real, but the ham is still hamming.
Oh my goodness.
I'm still
It
having.
looks
I
so
love that.
good. My Lola actually yesterday, she made nalaga with Christmas ham. It was so delicious. It was so, so good. Like, game changer. Now I can't eat nalaga without ham. Y'all have to try it.
You know another way
It's
to
so
eat
good.
ham? Like ham with shirataki rice, and then you put the seasoning.
Shirataki rice is
Parang
like...
unhealthy yung ginawa ni Mo, unhealthy yung ginawa ni Anne. I mean, like, it just goes to show you kung ano yung, kung ano yung, I guess, eating habits itong dalawa.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. By January, payat na ako. Diet na.
Wow.
But before
Oh my
that,
goodness, pressure!
New Year, new me.
New Year, new mo.
Biglang nasa gym na si Mo.
Just wait, guys.
Balik
Daming time na
Alindog
ako by
program.
January.
Okay.
But for now, we're gonna bring you to Italy to introduce you to a real-life Christmas elf. Guido Pacelli, a retired aviation technician, has been repairing donated toys to make them look brand new. Guido's group, Salva Mame, has been giving toys as gifts, especially during Christmas time, and also to help struggling parents to come up with presents for their children.
Oh, we should
it's
have
so
that here in the
sweet.
Philippines.
You know, that's super classic because
Yeah.
right now, especially because kids are always on screens, it's nice to, I guess, for them to have physical toys this time
Right.
around and get them, you know, to playing again away from a screen. So, you know,
Yeah.
I think that's always a good thing.
I don't even know if kids these days get bikes anymore, right? Like bikes, or I mean, I think they do get Legos still to build. But when we
Yeah.
were younger, we'd get bikes and actually
Legos,
hang
yes.
out with
And Barbies.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
play.
yeah.
But now they're so screen focused. It's kind of sad.
But
Yeah.
you know what? It's nice because I have nieces and nephews, and they still ask for toys, like actual toys, even if they're always glued to their screens. So they still ask for Legos.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like it's a good thing that you know, the physical toys are still out there.
Yeah,
Right.
And
yeah.
I think the whole biking thing doesn't have to be just relegated to Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be as soon as they get into it,
Yeah.
or get into
True.
being
But
more
I
outdoorsy.
remembered asking Santa for a bike,
For
a
a bike.
Disney princess bike, and I got
Oh,
it. I actually have a
cute, Disney
photo.
Is that where you learned how to?
That's how I learned how to bike.
That's how you learned how to bike.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a bell?
Christmas time.
Did
Yeah,
it have a
yeah.
And it
bell?
was pink, of course. So when Mo comes along, beep beep, on my way.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, like, yeah, hopefully more toys in general and
Yes.
more bikes as well, and less screens. But of course, from Italy, let's now go to Spain because a horde of Santa Claus in Madrid staged a charity race before proceeding with their merry-making activities. Take a look at this. Runners dressed as Santa during its traditional Christmas race. The event aims to help the Spanish Red Cross. Similar Santa-themed charity runs were also held in Barcelona as well as Mexico. As we take a look at all the Santas
Look at
out
that
there.
photo.
Wait. Can you say the city name again?
Which one? Barcelona?
Say it how you said it kanina.
Barcelona. So anyway, there's all the Santas out
Look
there.
at all the oh, may
nagpapapayat
Grinch pa.
sila eh. Nagpapapayat sila eh. Of
We should
course.
do that here, but it's
Yes.
too hot if we wore the whole get-up here.
Oh, no.
Sauna's
It's gonna be super
No,
hot.
that's why the
Yeah.
runs happen at like 5 a.m., right?
It's still
Why
hot.
not? Why not run
Or
it?
sunset runs.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
look
cute.
at
Look at how
that.
decked out they are in red.
I mean, if all those Santa Clauses are gonna give
Elf
you
in the
presents, you
Shelf.
get a lot of presents.
Ang sarap mang Where's Waldo dun. I mean, like, just looking at that.
Super nice. We should have something like that in the Philippines.
we should.
No? Yeah.
Ayan, there's Paolo. The
Kahit
Grinch.
hindi run, just maybe like a parade, like a gathering of Santa Clauses. That would be so cute.
No, I think it's possible because there have been costume runs already.
Yeah, yes.
There have been costume runs. There have been themed runs where people dress up as whatever they want. So
Yeah.
I don't see why not for Christmas as
Oh,
well.
that's so nice
Maybe
to look at.
we'll spearhead this for next year's Christmas. We'll do a run. Ayan, we can do that as our resident fit tita. And let's do it.
Let's do this. Pao, you know what? Tomorrow's gonna be like a
like
Christmas
that guy.
special for us. You should be wearing
Kaya
Santa
that's
Claus.
you. No, hindi si Santa, si Grinch nga, si Paolo.
Si
Look
Grinch
at the
si Paolo.
resemblance.
Yeah. Look at the resemblance.
I mean,
Alam mo, we should have asked our graphics guy to like put it together.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. Sige.
You're speaking too much. Elmer, alam na this.
yeah, let's not do that because you know what? It's not the reason for the season because we actually only have how many days left? Excuse me, Mr. Grinch.
Crazy.
There, 2 days. 2 days to go
Wow.
before Christmas.
Oh my goodness. And you can feel it already. You know what? A few weeks ago, I was saying I can't feel the holiday season, but now I can actually feel it. I feel excited.
Because you've
and-
wrapped
You
gifts
got all
already?
the gifts na,
Yeah.
that's
Because you
why.
wrapped
I've
gifts,
spent
yeah.
all my sueldo already.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for Christmas. It's so exciting now.
I'm
Yeah.
ready. Let's go. I'm ready to eat.
You're ready to eat.
Because by January 1, diet, guys. We're
Well, to be
probably
fair,
ready. So,
I think December we never stopped eating. That's the thing with that.
Okay
But
lang
that is
yun.
it for us this Monday, December the 23rd. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Thank you very much for joining us.
Now, before we go, we want to give a quick shout out to Doc Cyril Michel and Jan Conadero of Lift Clinic. I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. Always remember to celebrate each day and spread love and kindness wherever you go.
yes, thank you so much, Doc Cyril and Jan, Lift Clinic, for our beauty fix. That's why my face looks skinnier despite me eating so much this holiday season. I'm Monique Tuzon. Stay safe and have a great day ahead. Join us again tomorrow, Noche Buena at 7 a.m. only here on
It's
a Beautiful Day.